Imagine a world where no patient dies because compatible blood isn't available. A world where ambulances, battlefields, disaster zones, and remote villages carry a self stable artificial blood that can save lives instantly. It sounds like science fiction, but scientists across the world are working to make it a reality. Could synthetic blood finally solve the global shortage of life saving blood donations? Or are we still years away from replacing human blood? Let's explore one of the most ambitious challenges in modern medicine. Why does the world need more blood? Every second, somewhere on earth, someone needs blood. Victims of road accidents, patients undergoing major surgery, people battling cancer, women experiencing severe bleeding during childbirth, children suffering from blood disorders, all depend on donated blood. Yet, blood has several limitations. First, it can only be donated by healthy volunteers. Second, donated blood expires after only a limited storage period. Third, blood must often be matched to the recipient's blood group to avoid dangerous immune reactions. Finally, transporting and storing blood requires strict temperature control. Many low resource regions struggle to maintain adequate supplies, making shortages a persistent global challenge. What is synthetic blood? The term synthetic blood can be misleading. Scientists are not trying to recreate every function of natural blood. Instead, most research focuses on developing substances that temporarily perform one critical task: transporting oxygen from the lungs to body tissues. These products are often called oxygen therapeutics or oxygen carriers. They are intended to stabilize patients during emergencies until conventional donated blood becomes available. Two major scientific approaches. Researchers have mainly pursued two strategies. Approach 1: hemoglobin based oxygen carriers. Hemoglobin is the protein inside red blood cells responsible for carrying oxygen. Scientists extract or produce hemoglobin and modify it so it can circulate safely outside red blood cells. The challenge: free hemoglobin can damage blood vessels, increase blood pressure, and affect the kidneys. So, researchers continue developing safer versions by chemically modifying or encapsulating hemoglobin molecules. Approach 2: perfluorocarbon emulsions. Perfluorocarbons are synthetic compounds capable of dissolving remarkable amounts of oxygen. When formulated into tiny droplets, they transport oxygen through the bloodstream. However, they require patience to breathe oxygen rich air for maximum effectiveness and have presented technical and biological challenges that continue to be studied. Why is creating synthetic blood so difficult? Blood is far more complex than most people realize. Red blood cells carry oxygen, white blood cells fight infections, platelets help blood clot, plasma transports nutrients, hormones, antibodies, and proteins. Today's synthetic blood candidates mainly attempt to replace only the oxygen carrying role of red blood cells, creating an artificial substitute that performs every function of natural blood remains an enormous scientific challenge. The potential benefits: if successful, synthetic blood could transform healthcare. Imagine emergency responders carrying blood that works for nearly everyone without blood group matching. Imagine military medics treating wounded soldiers immediately. Imagine disaster relief teams reaching earthquake survivors with oxygen carrying fluids that remain usable after long storage. Remote hospitals with limited blood banks could save many more lives. Patients with rare blood types might no longer wait desperately for compatible donors. The possibilities are extraordinary. Current challenges. Despite decades of research, significant hurdles remain. Scientists must ensure long term safety. Artificial oxygen carriers must not trigger severe immune reactions. They must avoid damaging organs. They must circulate effectively without causing dangerous side effects. Manufacturing costs must become practical. Regulatory approval requires extensive clinical testing to demonstrate safety and effectiveness. Scientific progress is promising, but careful evaluation is essential before widespread adoption. Will blood donation become obsolete? Probably not, at least not in the foreseeable future. Synthetic blood under development is generally intended to serve as a temporary bridge in emergencies, not a complete replacement for donated human blood. Human blood still performs many vital functions that current artificial substitutes cannot fully replicate. Even if synthetic blood becomes widely available, voluntary blood donation is expected to remain an essential part of healthcare for many years. The future. Researchers are also exploring laboratory grown red blood cells produced from stem cells. Some teams are developing tiny artificial particles that imitate red blood cells. Others are designing improved oxygen carriers with greater safety and longer storage life. Advances in biotechnology, nanotechnology, and regenerative medicine continue to push this field forward. Although no universal replacement for donated blood currently exists, each breakthrough brings medicine closer to that goal. Synthetic blood represents one of medicine's boldest ambitions. It may not replace donated blood anytime soon, but it has the potential to dramatically improve emergency care, disaster response, military medicine, and treatment in regions where blood supplies are limited. The journey is far from over, but every scientific advance offers hope that one day preventable deaths caused by blood shortages could become far less common. If you enjoyed this exploration into the future of medical science, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the science shaping tomorrow. Thanks for watching.